Hey everyone, welcome to another installment in our walk through the Bible, one book, one verse at a time. Today, we're looking at the Song of Songs. Now, for some of us, the book of Song of Songs is a bit of an awkward book. There's a part of us that doesn't necessarily expect a book that is so open about the powers of love and the benefits of physical, sexual engagement with someone with whom we love and have a committed relationship with. Might be a bit surprising, and that's mainly because we've got this kind of ungrounded interpretation of Christianity, which kind of downplays the physical and doesn't celebrate the things that God has given to us, when in fact we can see, particularly in this book, that God does, and these things are given to us. And I love the fact that a book like this that is so open about the sexuality that we have and physical desire and the benefits of physical attraction, so happy that that's in here because it reminds us that that is a part of who we are. Now, it's also important to remember that while it is a part of who we are, it's also a part that has been broken by the ways in which we are selfish and take things upon ourselves and have rebelled against what God has originally intended for us. And a book like the Song of Songs is a book that almost gives us a glimpse into what it might have been like in the garden. You get this imagery that is garden imagery, and it almost paints the picture of an original couple that is free and open and naked and unashamed with one another, and who desires to be with and connect with one another for all time, and is so unified to each other. It gives us a glimpse almost of what love and relationship always was meant to be. But it also highlights certain dangers. It notes that love is powerful, and particularly when it's combined with sexual or physical desire and physical attraction, it's something that should be guarded. Numerous times throughout this, we're encouraged not to awaken love or desire until we are ready for it. And you get this image of a couple that longs for one another, and they're sexually and physically attracted to one another, and they're engaged and they long to be together, and there's this cycling of finding and seeking and being, and then when it starts to get a little bit racy, then it switches scenes and goes to another place where they seek out one another and long to be with each other again. And in the conclusion, or close to the end, you get this expression of what love could or maybe should be. And this brings us to what I consider to be the key verse. This is Song of Songs, chapter 8, verse 6 and maybe 7. It's this commitment that the woman in the book is making to her lover, and then is also asking for her lover. She says, "Place me like a seal over your heart, like a seal on your arm, for love is as strong as death. Its jealousy unyielding as the grave. It burns like blazing fire, like a mighty flame. Many waters cannot quench love, rivers cannot sweep it away. If one were to give all the wealth of one's house for love, it would be utterly scorned." So I'd encourage you over this weekend and maybe next week to read through the Song of Songs. Experience the way in which God highlights and shows that our physicality and those desires to be with and to connect with someone deeply and even physically are good things, but also says that that should be used within a particular space, because while it is good, it can also be dangerous. It's like a blazing fire that needs to be contained in a furnace in order to not burn everything down. And so, as usual, if this has been instructive for you, I'd encourage you to like the video, subscribe, and maybe share it with others with whom you think would enjoy it.